Hi, everybody. This is Professor Davis, and I've been meaning to do this for quite a while, and I'm just now getting around to it. So you guys are going to be my test cases. So I used to do something like this in previous institution I was at. I used to have video messages that I posted quite frequently, and got some pretty good feedback. So we'll see what you guys think of it. What my intent will be is to provide some video tips for some of the assignments that are coming up. And then also just to give you some messages throughout the week, maybe a little bit more personal if I give them to you like this rather than just typing them out. Then you'll know that there's actually a real person here on the other end. So this is NR 630. This is obviously, if you're getting this, this is the practicum course. I've already had a chance to talk with a few of you already and your mentors and learning about your projects and what you'll be doing with your practicum, so that's really cool. If you haven't had a chance yet to set that up with me, please be sure to send me a couple of days and times that you're available the remainder of this week and next. And what I'll do is look at my calendar and see what spots are open and get back with you on a date and time that we can meet. The phone conferences only last about anywhere between 15 and 30 minutes, depending on how many questions that you have. So none of them have gone beyond 30 minutes, so it shouldn't take too terribly much time. But what I'll do is just hear a little bit more about your practicum and your project and give you a few pointers, some things that'll make life a little bit easier for you. Some of those things I hope to cover if this ends up being a good format and works, then I may make a series of these type of messages to put in the course to answer some of those questions, and it will make those phone conferences a lot shorter. So where should you be about this point in the course here in week one? You should have posted already in your you should have posted an introduction, and I've caught up with as many of you that have posted there. You also need to post a description of your project or your intended project. Those two things are not graded, but they're required, so I'm expecting to see those. And then there is one graded discussion in there as well. And what I do with the graded discussion, since there's only one in the course, I'll respond to 4 or 5 of different students every week, and then I keep track of who I've responded to, so I don't pick on the same student every week. And I'll ask you some questions and kind of prompt you to think a little bit deeper or think a little bit differently about some of the things that you may have posted. It's not that you've said anything wrong, but I'm just trying to kind of get the conversation going and just prompt further discussion. So you've got that. You already should have started your practicum hours. There's a practicum log, so just be sure to fill that out. Don't worry about the 60-40 split that's talked about in the instructions. I don't really take that into account. I just want you to record hours that either are dedicated to your project, are related to the learning agreement that you've created or that you are working on, or that address and help you grow in one of the nurse executive competency areas. So that's really all that I care. You can, and you don't really have to worry about recording it in the white or blue section, whichever one. Just put the hours in there as long as it applies to one of those 3 areas. So I think that's about it. I think I'll, well, and you've got your learning agreement to be working on, so just make sure that you put some objectives in each of those areas that are related to the practicum, and then get those submitted so that and that those are worth, it's worth a few points now, and then you'll do reflections in weeks 4 and 7, kind of updating me on your progress. So I think I'll end this here just to see how this is working. And then you can give me some feedback if you like this, if the quality came out well enough that it's worth doing a series of these. You know, what I'd like to do are grading hints for each of the projects so you know exactly what I'm looking for, because I want to give you every opportunity to do well in these assignments. So thank you for putting up with me for about 5 minutes here, and I look forward to your feedback. So you know, just email me at rdavis2@chamberlain.edu. Let me know what you think. So thank you, and take care. Have a great day.